3, 2, 1.
International superstar, Miss Buttabrocka.
You are now tuned in to buttabrocka on Transparency Talks Podcast.
Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of Transparency Talks Podcast. I am your girl, buttabrocka. Listen, we have an amazing show for you today. This is our special edition. This is actually the last of the 4 series. We are talking to the cast of Finding the Perfect Guy, which you guys know is my film, which I'm super excited about. It has been sold out 2 weeks ago. And it's happening this Sunday. So I'm super excited, but we're going to get this thing started. I have 2 special guests that I want to bring on. It looks like we also have the 3rd guest now coming on too. So I'm going to introduce everybody individually. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing really good. Hold on. Let me bring on the next guest. Hello, Sire. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing excellent. Let me fix my camera so I'm in the frame. There it is. Okay, and hold on one second. Hello, Sire. Well, we're going to come back. Can you hear us, Cal?
Absolutely.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. I can't complain one bit. Am I
Good.
cutting my head off?
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
So since I'm speaking to you, let's start with you. Can you tell everybody a little bit about yourself? Tell them your name, about yourself, and your character's name.
Wow, my character's name.
Well, we can stop on the character name. Let's go just for you and about yourself first.
Okay. Hey, everybody. My name is Kal Cauthen. I am hail from Teaneck, New Jersey, and I'm down here in Atlanta. I've been down in Atlanta for 19 years now, having an exceptional time. I used to be a barber that wanted to be an actor, so now I am an actor that is acting like a barber. So I got great opportunities to be in a couple of films and a couple of TV shows. So you can follow me at actor Kal Cauthen.
Okay. And Dekori?
Well, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah. Y'all know a few things about me. I go to college. I go to Savannah State University. And I'm here. Got done filming. I'm ready.
Okay. And Christian, aka Kinda Fi.
You got it right. Hey everyone, my name is Christian Dekori Robinson. I am an entertainer, entrepreneur, the same as my beautiful mom and host, Miss buttabrocka. I have, alongside my brother, a successful teen magazine and award-winning podcast, as well as clothing line and many other things that I hope you'll get into. But you can find me on social media at Kindafy, KINDAFYE.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and start with you, Christian. Well, I'm gonna just start calling you Kinda Fi because that's what you are. You are Kinda Fi. So, what was your first initial thought when you read the script?
My first initial thought when I read the script is this is really cool. Like, can I say one first of all? And it's not just because you're my mom, but when I read the script, I was very impressed at what you created. But the script itself is very intricate. It's very hilarious. And I think that it has a lot of moments that people will connect with a lot of people. I thought it was really awesome. And to have a character so connected to me, it felt great.
Wonderful. Okay. And Dekori, what was your first impression of the script?
When I first read the script, I also thought it was pretty good. I knew, because you're my mom, I just knew you had something cooking up in your mind. And I knew it was going to show when you wrote the script and when I read it. It showed.
Okay.
But
And
I
Cal?
like that you
Well,
made the Cessna character
you
relatable.
know, I'm just glad to be here. You know, when you had me and then you gave me away, I understood that, I would be back in your life. So when I read the script, it was amazing. I enjoyed the character, um, a dramedy, and it was good. It was fun. It was everybody I think had a good time.
I like that word you use, dramedy. That's a neat one.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I've been in the business for a minute.
Cal, how do you think you identify with your character? Or did you
Oh, I
identify
am
with
I am totally different from what my character is. I am not that type of person. I am a very manable, younger man than I played, and I had an excellent time. I don't think I can relate to him at all. It was a far
you?
stretch for me.
Can you tell everybody a little bit about your character without fully giving him away and his name?
He's extremely obnoxious, and he has a attitude, and he thinks it's about him, and he's on a pedestal of his own. He talks down to women, and he runs through women very frequently. He's a serial dater.
Yeah, I didn't even look at it that way. Yeah, definitely. Serial dater. Okay. And Dekori, can you describe your character?
My character, he is like a realistic teenager, young adult. I feel like he portrays a lot of the things I do, and I can see it from a different angle, watching and filming how he acts.
Okay. And kind of five, same thing for you.
Well, my character's name is Jaden, and let me just say he's like me. He's pretty out of this world. I'll be honest. He's out of tune. He lives for a good time, not a long time, and he wants what's best for his mom. He wants what's best. Um, and I think that there's a lot of love and a lot of family connection that happens between the dynamics of what I can bring with the character that a lot of people will enjoy.
I will say to everybody that's listening to this and watching, my kids, we did cheat a little bit because I wrote it and then they read it and then they did say, Mom, this don't sound like this. There were some words in there that I used that they apparently did not use. I
It's
was
like
out of date.
it's the teenage slang of this day, but it's what the adults try to quote is
What they
how we
think it is,
speak.
what it used to
No,
be.
mm-mm.
I felt the same way.
It's like the ones who know, but the ones who don't just guess.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is I did get free range. I mean, I wanted people to get the essence of the script and everything, but I did get free range. If you know a word didn't sound like you, I wasn't one of those people that it got to be these words
Yeah,
exactly. That doesn't make sense to me.
yeah, which is a good thing.
Okay. Well, we have a sold out show. What are you guys anticipating at this show? Cal, what are you anticipating?
Um, I'm really trying to get my fashion together. I don't want to come up there with the velveteen bow tie and a wingtip shirt. So I'm having with the ruffles in the front. Y'all are
Right.
too young to remember that, young man. But I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm having try to have my daughters and my girl come and see it. So I think they're gonna enjoy it. See Dad cut up.
I think people are definitely going to be surprised by you because
You think
even
so?
when we taped it, the initial taping,
Oh,
the
please.
whole room
Oh,
went
you
crazy.
had shenanigans. Shenanigans. Can you say that with me, guys? Your mom, I'm sorry, our mom didn't pull any punches with me. A bunch of surprises, but I was a trooper.
You was one that stayed in character the entire time you was on set, and I was so impressed by that.
I
Like you
was intimidated.
learned.
Nah, don't be, man. Just be you. That's all you can do.
I wish I was able to see it.
Come on, man. I got a lot of mileage on me, so don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay, and Decori, what's your anticipation to this sold out premiere?
I'm expecting a lot of cameras, a lot of pictures, and a lot of smiles when I look around the crowd.
Yeah.
A lot of laughs, nothing but enjoyment.
Yeah, I think the people are going to enjoy the music as well. Um, one of us out of the four of us is singing, so it's not me.
It's not me either.
Maybe it's
Okay,
me.
yeah, it could be you. Kind of five. What are you anticipating that the crowd and everybody is going to feel when they see this premiere?
Well, first, let me say what I'm going to feel. I think that I'm going to feel ecstatic. Just the fact that in 2 weeks, an entire theater got sold out for this premiere from people. I'm not gonna say around the globe, but from people around the country is crazy to me, and that's just it's mind-boggling to see something. Have firsthand saw it go from a thought into fruition into creation, and then now for it to almost be here. So I'm most excited to see the people there. And quite honestly, I'm expecting just to go in and all out of all the fruits of this labor just to enjoy it. So I think the audience is really going to be captivated by what you've created and just to enjoy the experience of it. Honestly, it'll be a great time.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's my son.
He hit the nail on the head, though. It's definitely going to be a jaw dropper to everybody that is involved and everybody that's seeing it. Um, a couple of us know what happens behind the scenes as far as taking a script to a premiere. Everybody thinks it's like this. It's really like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of the higher power doing what he does and lining things up so it can be a success. So I know that it's going to be a blockbuster.
Yeah.
When is part two, or what's the next project?
If I
Well,
have if I have the authority to say this, I just want to say, as in the film and here, the son, I want to say thank you to everyone who is supporting this project and who has poured their time, labor, effort, money, whatever, into this. We appreciate your love, and we can't wait to see you there and wait for you to see us.
Anybody need tickets? I might have two extra. I don't know. I bought a couple, so see a brother on the side. You know what I'm saying?
Kyle, how do you get yourself prepared to get into character?
It's been a long journey for me. I started acting probably in 1990. Well, I was probably all of us act from day we're born. Let's stop the BS. We're acting as people of color. We have to chameleonize ourselves to be in different situations. We have to speak a certain way. We have to look a certain way. Have to dress a certain way. That's all part of the act. So for me, I would have to say the time that I've been in this business, I've watched some of the greats and watched a lot of movies, a lot of TV shows. And what happens is, I think once you read something and you can relate to it and to the situation, for me, it becomes easier to morph into what that person is. And staying in character is important because a lot of people don't understand. The set is an amazing set. No matter what things are going awry around you, which you do know on set, we had a couple of situations, but you have to stay focused so you can give the person that created it, bring her characters to life. And that's why casting directors and people that do independent films pick the people they pick because they feel that they can bring the character to life, or there's something in that person that can bring that out. Like my beautiful co-stars and my handsome co-stars, everybody, brought the noise. Everybody, stepped up a level. Your girlfriend who has an episode with me, she brought the noise. You know what I'm saying? So it was everybody was bringing everybody up. So
Definitely.
I get in character by it's tough for me because, like I said before, I was a barber who wanted to be an actor, and now I'm an actor who happens to be a barber. It, I was not focused, so a lot of times I'm cramming and studying right before I have to do what I do. But as soon as I put clothes on or I get in wardrobe, I'm good. I'm let's go.
Okay. Now, Dekori, you had to learn your script while in school in Savannah, and you kept coming up to tape yours. How difficult was that for you?
It was kind of hard. I'm not gonna hold because I had to drive 4.5 hours, so it took a lot of energy I had and made me want to sleep when I got there, which was losing out on time. I could be learning the script, getting ready to film. But other than that, it wasn't too hard because the character is based around me, so it was kind of like
Also,
being myself.
for you, yeah, also for you, you kind of played yourself. You didn't play yourself, but you kind of did. But it also was your birthday when we filmed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep,
drove
I
down on
just
my
remembered
birthday.
that.
I was just
Okay,
turning 20.
yeah, you just turned 20 at that time.
Wow, we were on the same age.
Ha.
Okay, and Christian, how do you prepare yourself for your scenes?
Well, for this film particularly, thankfully, the character did have a lot of attributes that are close to my personality, so I didn't have too much preparation to do. But normally, it honestly is kind of difficult because you have, as an actor, kind of three perspectives you have to look at it as. You have your perspective, what you think you should bring to the character, you have what you think the director is looking for, and you have what the audience is looking for. And so you have to decipher, like, how should I present myself? How should I, you know, inflect my voice or dress or act, walk, etc. There's a lot of things that go into it, and thankfully this one was a sort of a cakewalk. But for everyone else, let me just point out the fact that acting is no easy task. There are long hours a part of the job. A lot of things happen, and you have to keep the character that you're in it the whole time. So for everyone a part of this project, I'm very, very proud of everyone for keeping that character alive and for bringing it to ultimate heights, which everyone will see on the big screen.
Okay.
Hold up, I got a question. Did you two see the movie already?
We were there.
Wow.
We were there.
Wow. Wow. So
Hey,
the
allegedly.
stepson doesn't,
Allegedly.
I don't know if I know.
Well, you know they are in the same house with me,
Mm,
but I can say they saw the first edit.
mm.
They saw the first edit. It has been edited plenty of times after that.
I've refused to watch anything but anything toward the final.
Yeah, they all got like that. But I made them. I literally forced them to look at the first one with me. They didn't want to watch it, but I'm like, I need somebody else with perspective, you know,
Exactly.
things.
Exactly.
And but they was not being truthful at first. But after the first one, they said no.
It's so
they,
at the big screening, we can all get the same experience at the same time.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
That is
okay,
definitely a joy.
yeah, definitely. So, have any of y'all had acting classes? Do you believe in acting classes to get out there, or are you just self-taught? Cal?
Okay. I've taken many of acting classes, paid for many of acting classes. Um, if you're not in the right headspace, the acting class is not going to work for you. But the acting class is therapeutic for you to find out what your some of the weaknesses you may have. I'm a little dyslexic. Sometimes I switch the words around. If they don't correct me, it usually goes through and it sounds all right. But I work on that. I'm really, I want to be present in that to get the words right because you wrote it. And when you get on bigger sets, there's a script supervisor who's going to make sure you say every word, period, question mark, hyphen, accent, everything. So I am a firm believer that class is good for everybody, whether you're a beginner or you're seasoned. beginners have to understand that there is set etiquette. And when I say set etiquette, I mean, when they say quiet on the set, you're not like, yo, so, why don't we try to get together a little later on or blah, blah, blah. You want to piss the director off or the camera people off or the crew off. I've seen people get put off set for that. Another thing is that even though you have experience, it's not your project. Now, if somebody asks you something, that's different. But being, yo, so you didn't shoot it from my POV and their POV, and you didn't do a wide shot, and you should come down on an angle because I'm so much taller than she. It's set etiquette is so important, and hopefully when I get the opportunity, I would like to do a class on it. And it doesn't have to cost thousands of dollars. It could be a $25 class that you take for a couple of hours, but you got to know that your phone is not paying you. One, two, you have to show up. And I'm always Johnny lately. I've been working on my time, but you have to be on time and you have to be prepared and always bring some extra stuff. I get teased a lot like I'm a hoarder. Like I got a bag that I got makeup in, I got a razor, I got clippers, I got a flask, I got a patch that goes over the eye, I got makeup to look like I've been bleeding. Sometimes it helps, sometimes I don't touch it at all because I want the people to see me as the character and what I'm bringing to the table. They're just enhancing it by saying, hey, well, why don't you do this? And always be open. Don't be so on the script that you can't, that's what makes your character so good, that you can go in and out and the nuances and like you said, the way you say things, the way the audience might take it, the way you act as a character. Anytime you have to take into consideration that that's somebody else's words and they need you to bring the noise. Yes, class is important.
Okay. Corey, what advice would you give someone trying to get out there as an actor? You started young. You started at age 7 on a national TV show.
Yes. And some advice I would give to them is to follow your heart. And when you get a role that you think you can fill, read the description. If you know you can do it, you can do it. Acting is all in your head. You can portray any character and you can get any role.
Whether you have the life experience or not.
Exactly.
Little kids do it all the time.
Little kids go in just not even caring. They just go for it. They just say the words.
Because at their youngest, they don't care about anything. Or they don't think to care about anything.
It's because we overthink things a lot, both as adults and as actors. But it really is just as simple as whatever is on the paper, read it. Well, it's a little bit more to that, but
yeah, embrace it. You gotta embrace
it. In a nutshell.
Yeah. Chew it up, swallow it, and then spit it back out.
Right. And Christian, what type of advice would you give someone trying to get out there?
Well, to get out there, I mean, your biggest thing is going to be doing the work, quite honestly. If you need to take classes, get into classes. Even if you can't afford them, try to learn some things about acting, about etiquette, just on your own. I mean, this is a social age. There are all kinds of TikToks, YouTube videos about tips, tricks to get into acting and to learn methods of it. I know I took classes when I was younger, but I mean, most of these recent years have just been more learning things as time goes along. And then if you ever do book a project, when you book a project, let's go ahead and speak it into existence.
Exactly.
Make sure you are learning and paying attention on set.
Everything, because you never know when later on in life you want to direct or you want to do audio or you want to drop music or you're a musical artist. Playing to the camera, doing different things that might, make you stand out. That's what I used to do. I started on All My Children on TV, and they gave me under 5 lines because I would be like listening intently, like, Wow. I'm pantomiming everything, but I look like I'm really paying attention. So that made me stand out in the background.
Yeah. And there are two things that I've learned as far as this whole acting thing goes, especially. And one is that you never want to overact. This is something that's really, really, really hard to understand, especially for us, because we want to get that attention both from the director and from the audience. We want to portray ourselves the strongest way possible. But whatever our character is, say it's just a side character, of course, one that leads or helps the main character move along, we have to follow the direction of what the script portrays and not to overdo anything. So even if you start off on background, you never want to be the most attention-grabbing person ever. If you're supposed to eat a chicken wing, I don't know. So it's just not overacting, and then two, it's establishing connections and trying to network whenever you do get opportunities. Those would have to be the biggest two.
You always wanted to be invited back.
That's very true. I have one more tip though when it comes to advice. I would also say draw from previous experiences. So like, let's say you have a character that needs to be sad. Everybody's been sad in their life at one point. So you draw from that experience, think back to it, and you just bring it to life.
These are all good examples and everything and suggestions.
I got a funny story for you though, real quick. So I was in an acting class, and I was in New York. I'm originally from Jersey, so I went to New York to this acting class, and it was, it wasn't people of my color. So I thinking, okay, this is, I paid a lot of money too. So they had us stand and look and say that the teacher said, well, I want you to think of your pet passed away, and I want you to be sad. So I'm looking at everybody, they crying and carrying, I'm saying, what the hell? What is going on here? My experience has never been that I had a pet that died. So I couldn't even relate. My dad took the dog and took it in the truck and took it down the street, and then the dog was gone. That was it. That wasn't no emotional contact, connection. So just look at things, and other people's life experiences can, be yours as well. I never killed anybody, but I know somebody that did, and I knew what they went through when they went on trial. So I can pull from that. So, just a little word to the wise.
Okay, so all of y'all have done auditions before. How important is it to have monologues, in your opinion? Dekori?
In my opinion, you should always have a monologue ready, but if you don't, you should have something ready that you can draw from, just to stand out in some type of way.
Okay. And Christian, you're going to get a million no's. That can be tough for people to hear. How do you get past that?
The no's are I'm going to say a majority of what you're going to get when it comes to this acting career. Let's just be honest. A lot of people make it look easy, especially when you see, the same person in the same projects. I've probably seen The Rock in 46 movies in the last 2 years. I'm not even kidding. So a lot of the no's, they aren't so much geared toward you as an actor or your ability or anything. Honestly, you may never know what the backside of it is, but it's not your skill. You have to get over the no and knowing that when that one yes does come to you, it is meant for you. It is meant for you. It will take you places. It doesn't matter how big or how small it is. You're going to get no's. That's just a part of the process. In fact, the no's should be almost a bigger indication that you're going to get the yes soon, because when one door closes, another one opens. So when you hear that no, your next shot or attempt should be to try even harder. And so that's just what I would have to say.
Preach, young man, preach.
Kal, do you have anything to add to that, to the no's?
The no thing, I've got a lot. But my last year, I want to say, was an eye-opener for me with no's. So when I was in New York on All My Children, you know, they had big posters, and I was like, yo, I want to be on a poster. 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 Now you're talking about 1990. Here it is, 2021, and this movie comes out, and I'm on 42nd and Broadway on a billboard. The movie that I did. Now, had I quit, had I listened to the nose and said, I'll just be a barber. Nah, I love what I do. I enjoy it immensely. I love it so much that I would do it for free, but I need to get paid. So do your little free stuff, but then you gotta say, hey, you gotta, pay me for my time. You know what I'm saying?
I do actually have something to add that ties into kind of both the nose and the monologues. It's a quick story. There was this monologue I had prepared maybe back in 2016. Very, very good. It's probably a minute 30 seconds long, and it started off emotional, sad. I think the mother had died, and somebody was trying to explain how they know what my pain is because my mother died. They know what loss is, but loss is different to everyone. And so by the end of the monologue, it turned from sadness into anger, strong anger. And I remember preparing for this. I was going to do an in-person audition for it, and when it came time to do it, I remember I sat in front of the casting director, and I delivered. If I've never done a stronger acting scene in my life, punching down on the table in the casting director's face, it was intimate. Like, it was crazy. And the opportunity didn't work out. and it almost became a no to myself. It's like, it's not that the cast director said no to me. It's by me not hearing back from them. I said, maybe I'm not that good. Maybe it is no for me. You can't do that. If I could hold on to all the emotions I gave when I gave that monologue every single time I do an audition, I guarantee you it would take me places. So when you hear it and when you do your best, keep it. Keep it. Hold on to it. Never forget the feeling of when you actually really, really act and are in the moment.
It's an out-of-body experience.
It is.
Eddie Murphy told me one time, he said, yo, all the no's that you get, when you get that yes, you forget about those no's. Those no's just are fabric. They're like an onion. They're layers in an onion. You know, keep on piling on. And then when you get that yes, that's it. There's no feeling like that.
Okay. Well, what I want to do right now is play the trailer, and then we're going to talk about it.
All right.
Angel had it all. The perfect life, a dedicated husband, 2 handsome sons, and a notable singing career. Until it all came crashing down.
Our divorce was finalized yesterday. And today, he gets remarried.
Why did you do this to us?
With the help of her friends, Angel is picking up the pieces.
Over to your neighborhood.
Can you
It's
focus?
raining. How we running around?
Focus.
Yo, I'm gonna have to call you back, bro. I see something nice.
What are you doing?
Making your profile.
Don't make me no profile. I don't want to be on none of them dating apps. Me and today are crazy.
Is something wrong?
You know, in your photo, you had on a yellow dress.
You don't like my dress?
No.
That's it. I'm done. Done with what? Done with men.
Can you show me your motive? Excuse me, Winona Ryder.
It's a different world of dating when you become single after 15 years of marriage.
I have 3 cars. I have an Audi, BMW, Mercedes.
I thought you were going to work on some wine, turn up on some gossip. Yeah. Is that the date setup for you?
My last date was a disaster.
Alpha.
Omega. Why are you whispering?
That's code for this is an emergency. Come get me now.
And you already trying to set me up with somebody else?
Looks like the problem is not your modem, but must be from the wiring outside of your box. Do you know where your box is located? If not, I'll find it.
I gave him Uncle Bob's address.
Oh, wait. Who the hell are you and why are you on my property?
Sir, I'm here to pick up your niece. I don't want to do nothing, think about no guys at all.
Goodbye.
Frank, we need to talk.
Excuse me. Who are you?
I got a picture. I can hold it.
Why can't I find me a man like Denzel? An honest man, a fine man, a family man.
Audi 5000? You have a good chubby hips. Now, where is you planning on taking my niece? Golfing? We don't golf. We putt-putt.
Nobody said it would be easy finding the perfect guy.
I hope he remembers what he came here for. The Wi-Fi, not a wife.
What was your first impression when y'all saw the trailer?
Well, if I can be honest, my first impression is I knew we were on set and we saw this, and like you said, we did see the first edit. So seeing the trailer, it felt good, and I think my first impression was more critical. Like, what can we show to be the dynamic of it? But watching it just now, I'm a lot more relaxed, and I'm really just enjoying it, and I think it's really great. It's very funny. There's a lot of comedic moments, and it's just enjoyable.
Yeah, I definitely got to say the same. It was very enjoyable. I seen it go from unedited to right now. I think everybody's gonna enjoy it.
Absolutely. Dramedy.
And you know what the funniest part is? That doesn't show nearly half as much as what actually goes on. So it's like there's so much in store.
Yeah, it was really hard trying to figure out what to put in the trailer. I think that was the hardest thing, trying to condense and tell the story without telling the story, but make it intriguing enough that you want to see it, you know? So that was hard.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Kal, how do you balance your personal life and your business life?
I got quite a story. I've been married 3 times, so I really haven't been balancing very well. But I would say that I've always been a free spirit, and you want your partner to be as happy as you are about what you're doing, and you should be equally or more happy about what they're doing as well. And I wasn't getting that, unfortunately. And now that I am not married anymore, I've been living life in a different perspective. Like, how you move and treat people is a reflection of how you are. So if you act like that arrogant person, or you can do this and you can do that, and I don't need anybody else type of thing, nobody wants to deal with that. So I believe that it's a hard balancing act. It's not easy, and I take my hat off to the people that are successful at it. I'm sure they had their bumps and their bruises and their peaks and their valleys, but if you genuinely love somebody, you love them, and it's forever regardless.
Okay. Corey, how are you balancing school, your personal life, working? How are you balancing it all?
I balance it all because I barely sleep. So I have a lot more hours in the day than everybody else. So I spend most of them working, and then when I can, I study and get extra homework done, things of that nature.
Okay.
I like to enjoy the weekends.
And you definitely be enjoying the weekends. Okay. And Christian, how are you balancing work and personal life?
And this is what I was talking about when you came to one of those earlier questions regarding my character. I pretty much am like my character. I'm here for a good time, not a long time, but I still am going to make the time worth it. So as far as balancing my, the things that I do believe that it's really, really good to spend a lot of your time on the things that are important to you and the things that will propel you into the future. But I also think it's just as important to take care of yourself and to be happy and to have personal time. So I spend a lot of personal time, but I also do, when I do my what I need to do, I really do it.
I do what I do when I need to get done.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So how can people find you, Cal?
Actor Kal Cauthen on all social media, Facebook, if they still use that, the gram. I didn't say Instagram. I said the gram. You know, IG. You know what I'm saying? You can find me. I got my hands in a couple of different things. Got a couple of things that are out right now. Really excited about Sunday. I really, really, really am praying that you get the blessing that you deserve, Butter, for putting this together. Because without the blessings above, when you see people enjoy what you did, like you do when you have them enjoy that beautiful music that you do, and if you need an older background dancer, I got you.
Thank you for saying that. I appreciate you.
I know the journey.
Yes, you do. And I want to personally say on here live, thank you so much for the calls and the words of encouragement, because it definitely was a journey. I appreciate it.
More now we family.
Dekori, can you tell everybody how they can reach you?
Y'all can find me on Instagram at Dekori _DEKORI_.
Okay. And Kindify, can you tell everybody how they can find you?
Yes, I can. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Kindafy, KINDAFYE. You can support me and my brother's business as well by going to our website, defiantonesmag.com. Whoever's coming to the premiere, can't wait to see you. Everyone else, I don't mean to say it like that, love you so much, and I pray for everything good.
Okay. Well, I would like to thank you all for your time and for being my guests and talking about finding the perfect guy. I'm super excited about Sunday. Y'all gonna just see all teeth the whole time.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
So, Butter, can we see the other interviews that you did? Where can we find those at?
They're on my Facebook page, and they're also on.
I was looking in the wrong place. I was looking on YouTube.
Yeah, they're on YouTube as well. I can send you the link.
Please.
Yes. So
I'd
I
like
had
to see
to
what my
move.
co-stars have to say.
I had to move my podcast stuff from my buttabrocka music stuff because it was over swamping.
Mm-hmm.
And what's stupid is YouTube does not give you all of your followers. They make you start over when you transfer stuff or whatever. So I had to create a whole different account for it. But I was
good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, please do.
Okay. Well, with that being said, everybody, we are out of here, and I will talk to you guys later.
Have a
Blessings.
Good one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you Sunday.
Yeah, no doubt. 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.